Welcome to Local Point, your life, your stories, with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point. I'm your host, Chris Piner. We have Bryce Pickett here from Vernal Rotary Club to talk about the annual casino night. Welcome, Bryce.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Well, tell us just a little bit about what casino night is. It's been going for a little while.
Yeah, it's actually, I think, our 12th year now.
All right.
And
a little while, 12 years.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser we do every year. It's basically actually our largest fundraiser of the year, and so that all the funds that we collect from that, all the profit we make, actually goes to support the children in Uintah County through various events.
Oh, very good. So the money that you raise, really, it's a fundraiser.
Right, exactly.
But in a fun way, a fun party kind of way. But the money is earmarked specifically for this charity, for children in some way.
Yeah, everything that Rotary does in Vernal, Utah, our Vernal Utah Rotary specifically, all is aimed towards the children in Uintah County.
I was going to say, it's almost always, if not always, isn't it?
Yep,
yeah.
Yep. We don't do much besides that. Every now and then we'll do an international project where we, do a water project for people outside, Guatemala or something like that.
Right. But here locally, the focus is children.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so Casino Night in its 12th year, what is this?
So, we just get together. We have usually a nice big dinner. Dessert is usually included as well. And we eat for about 30 minutes or so, and then we get on to the fun part of the night where we play some table games and have a nice long night of that. And then at the end of the night, we have a live auction and a few other ways to collect a little bit more money.
So how exactly does this work then? You by table games, because it's called Casino Night, right? These are like what? What kind of?
Yep, we've got blackjack, we've got roulette, we have, like I said, bingo. We have this it's a horse racing game that has been designed by one of our members. That is actually a lot of fun. We do poker, so Texas Hold'em.
Right.
And just the staples.
And then how does that translate into a fundraiser?
Well, like I say, the admission to get into the event is what.
That's what raises the funds.
And also one of the biggest parts, especially in the past, we made more money off sponsors in the community, of people who sponsored the event. So local businesses were sponsoring the event, and we actually made more money on that than the admission in previous years. Obviously, that's a little down the last few years, but we're hoping to get that up this year, a little higher. So.
Now, as for the gaming. Mm-hmm. Right, we're calling it Casino Night, and they're traditional casino type games. How does that work? Is that just with like tokens, or how do you do that?
Yeah, so with your admission ticket, you're the $25 to get into the event. We actually will give you X amount of dollars worth of coins, or casino money, if you will. I think it's $250 we give out, and then you go and play. Now you can go play with the table games with that money. And so we're not playing with real money. It's definitely not gambling by any means. It's all fun.
It's just all for fun. Do you have like the big winner of the night? Who pulled in the most?
We don't. We probably should do that.
That would be, as we all know, the house.
That's right.
That's who's the big winner every time. Right. It's the way it's designed.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of fun, and I hear people all the time talking about it and anticipating the next one next year's.
Yep.
So when is Casino Night this year?
This year it's actually going to be February 4th. What we're trying to do this year is coincide it with Super Bowl. And so we want to kind of make it a Super Bowl themed casino night and see how that works this year. If we actually might make that a new tradition. We're kind of playing that by ear. But so wear your favorite jersey, support your team when you come to Casino Night, and have a great time.
Very good. So it's before that, obviously, right? This is when did you say it was again?
So it's February 4th, which is a Saturday, and then Super Bowl Sunday would be the next day.
Right.
And so we figured.
So cheer on, represent your team, right?
Yep. We don't know which team's in the Super Bowl quite yet, but we're almost there.
Now, if you do it during the Super Bowl, you could have them put some of their chips on the team they think is going to win.
Yeah, that'll go real well, I'm sure.
Well, it does sound like a lot of fun, and I can tell by your enthusiasm that it's going to be another great year. Brian Gorham was here not too long ago talking about the same thing. So we expect it's going to be a big event once again. I want to talk about a few more details on Casino Night, maybe a couple other things that the Rotary Club is up to. All right. And we'll do that right after this break. Stay tuned.
On the current episode of Wild Air, Blake Finn takes us along on its archery deer hunt. Then we follow the DWR as they release some turkeys in the Brook Cliffs. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air.
Welcome back to Local Point. Before the break, Bryce Pickett and I were discussing the Rotary Casino Night, and you filled us with all kinds of great details about it. But let's hit a couple of them again, and then I want to go through what happens that night. When is the annual Rotary Club's Casino Night this year?
Yeah, so this year it's going to be February 4th. We're going to be doors open at 5:30. And dinner starts at 6. And
now, when you say the doors open, where is it?
Oh, it's actually at the new UNA Conference Center.
Very
so
good.
we actually ended up getting the entire huge
You've got the whole place.
Room. Yeah, basically.
The big room, the main
yeah,
space.
The main space.
Very good. So 5:30.
Doors open, and then 6 o'clock dinner starts, and gaming starts at 6:30.
Well, do you know what's for dinner?
Right now, we're still working on what's for dinner.
Still working on the menu.
Yep, Davis Food and Drug will be catering it, which sounds kind of weird, but they've got a great bakery and a lot of different items that they can make for us with that. That's also where you actually pick up your tickets, is at Davis Food and Drug.
Very good. So, that was my next question. Yeah. So, how much does it cost to
So it's
to
$25,
attend?
And like I say, that will get you dinner, the gaming chips. And like I say, a night full of fun, great date night idea for sure. It is 21 or older though, so can't bring the kids to this one, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun event.
Well, that makes it even more authentic to a casino.
Exactly,
right?
we don't want to break
we're
that.
creating the atmosphere and the mood.
Absolutely.
All right, 21 or older. This is Saturday, February 4th.
Yep.
And is it best to get tickets in advance then?
Absolutely.
Are they available at the door?
They are available at the door if we don't sell out.
If you have room.
Yep, exactly. And in previous years, we definitely have sold out. And
so if you want to go,
yep,
just stop by Davis Food and Drug and
Absolutely.
pick up your tickets. $25 a piece, and it's all for charity. Plus, you're going to have a fun date night out, right?
Yeah.
Really, that's great.
And another idea on the tickets is we actually do sell them a table at a time. So you can buy a table for $250, and that gives you 8 tickets, and then a specific table for your group, which we actually will advertise your name or company name on that table as well. This is the dining table, where you would eat your dinner.
Right.
And so,
other words, you're eating with strangers.
Exactly.
Just fun also, right? You could do either way, but
Absolutely.
That's good to know. So, all right, back to the sequence of events. 5:30 the door opens. 6 o'clock they're going to start serving food. So make sure you're in your seat, your table.
That's right.
And then what happens?
And then gaming starts at 6:30. That's the part that everybody looks forward to. And usually we do that for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Just depends on how everything gets going. And then it gets on to the auction, and where we have a lot of really great items.
Let's talk about that. So what is the auction?
So every year we try to, again, we get sponsors who will donate things for our auction, but we also make sure we always have a few, rarer guns or nicer types of guns and things that, attract people in Vernal that enjoy.
So you could have bring some extra money for the auction as well.
Absolutely.
Now you mentioned sponsors. If any of our viewers would like to be a sponsor of the night overall, or perhaps donate something for the auction, how might they do that?
So the best thing to do is to contact any Rotary member, or Davis Food and Drug can also help facilitate that. But it's $100. And you get to sponsor a gaming table. So we'll put your company's name or logo or whatever on a gaming table. Also, what's really cool about the new conference center is we have drop-down monitors all the way around the center. And so we'll have a little slideshow running all night in a loop, and every sponsor will be popping up all night. So, the 300 people that are at this event will get your business really drilled into their head throughout the night, because it'll be on, probably a dozen monitors around the room. So.
Wow, that sounds great. That gives me some ideas too.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a fun evening. All right, now, what else is happening with the Rotary Club? Do you have other things on the? I know you do. You always have things coming up.
All got someone coming up. As far as things we do for the community, the biggest thing that most of the money will go to for Casino Night is actually scholarships for students. either traditional and non-traditional if we, depending on where we put the funds this year. And so we do try to get scholarships for high school students for college and things like that. And so that's probably our soonest.
On behalf of citizens, I mean, just me, thank you. Thank you and the Rotary Club. You're a very important part of our community. And we appreciate you and what you do. That's such a cool thing. Anything else? You got about 15 seconds you want to throw in about Rotary.
I think the biggest thing is just to make sure, like I say, 21 and older, and dress for success that night. It's a great night. Bring your logo, your team logos, team shirts.
Have fun. It sounds like just a great evening of fun, and the icing on the cake is it's for charity and for helping and supporting a great organization in our community, but also the end result for the kids of our community. Thank you again, and thank you for watching Local Point. Stay tuned for this week's community calendar.
On the current episode of Wild Air, Blake Finn takes us along on its archery deer hunt. Then we follow the DWR as they release some turkeys in the Book Cliffs. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air.
Welcome to this week's Community Calendar, brought to you by the good people of the Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce, who aren't tearing stuff down. No, they're building commerce one member at a time. Let's get right to this weekend's schedule. Now, you're going to see here on the graphic some stuff that's going to be happening on this graphic here. There it is. I want to just jump right to Saturday because there's something really important that's happening on Saturday that's also happening on Friday. We'll get to the Lane Frost Challenge in a second, but first I got to tell you about Charlie's Aunt. If you haven't known, and if you haven't been watching, Charlie's Aunt's really good. And I've been saying Charlie's Aunt a lot on Community Calendar. Here's the important thing. Have you looked on Facebook under Great Things You in a Basin? Have you seen what people are saying about Charlie's Aunt? You know what they're saying? They're saying it's awesome, and you should see it. Do you happen to see the Vernal Express this week? You see the front page of the Vernal Express. You know what it was? It was a picture of me making a really stupid face like this. It was something like that. And it was talking about Charlie's Aunt. It's a fantastic show. You got 2 days to see it, Friday and Saturday, and then it's gone forever. You'll never be able to see me dressed up as an old lady in a dress. Well, except on the weekends. Okay, so we're going to get back to that in a second. Friday, right? Friday, January 20th. It's the Burbot Bash. It's finally here, the Burbot Bash. We've been talking about it at Flaming Gorge. You can finally bash those burbot. It's like there's like no limit, right? You can catch them over and over again. They just catch those burbots, and there's like a $25,000 prize or something. It's ridiculous. You can register at events.regtix, that's regtix.com/Flaming Gorge. Is that up there? No. Well, rewind if you need to hear that again. Go catch some burbot. Also on Friday, the Lane Frost Challenge. I think that's what we actually have up here. Yes, the Lane Frost Challenge. It's at Western Park Arena. Starts at 7 p.m. This is Utah's premier bull riding event. Just dress warm. Apparently the bulls don't care that it's only 10 degrees outside. Saturday, January 21st. Hey, it's your last chance to see Charlie's Aunt. Vernal Theater Live. That's downtown in Vernal, 7 p.m. It's so funny. It's so funny. Everybody says, I didn't know how funny it was going to be. And I was like, I tried to tell you on Community Calendar. Go see it. Now taking a look into next week, January 23rd through the 28th. Starting on Tuesday, January 24th, it's a Facebook workshop. This is the UBATC campus in Roosevelt, January 24th, 25th, and 27th. 3 days of learning how to use Facebook, I guess. For more information, you can call 722-6900. Hopefully you have at least this much ability to use Facebook, because most likely you're watching this right now on Facebook. Wednesday, January 25th now. Documentary film night at the Una County Library. This is showing Citizen 4. This documentary won Best Documentary in the Academy Awards. It won an Oscar, right? However, I do have to warn you, it is rated R. Because it's a documentary, a lot of stuff happens that's just real life that they go, oh, no kids for this one. It's about Edward Snowden. You know who, Kobe, you know who Edward Snowden is, right? Uh-huh. He does. He's nodding his head. You've probably heard a lot about him. go see it if you want to. Thursday, January 26th now, VTV6 coverage of high school basketball. This is Duchesne at Altamont. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. and you can watch it online at vtvchannel6.com or cable channel 6 or 706. What's the difference between 6 and 706? Oh, you watch HD at 706? Full high definition. Friday, January 27th, we got more high school basketball from VTV6. This is Park City at Union. Girls game starts at 5:15, boys at 7 p.m. Also on Friday, there's a regional swim meet at the UNA Rec Center, and VTV will be broadcasting it as well. Have you guys ever done swimming before?
Last year.
Last year was your first year? Yep. So now you're good at it. They won't drop the cameras in the pool this time. This is going to be a qualifying event for state, taking place Friday and Saturday. You can watch it, of course, all of VTV's places where you watch stuff. Let's get into our weekend weather now. Here comes the graphic. We got weekend lows averaging around 20 degrees. We're expecting some snow coming up this weekend on Saturday. Your highs are going to be in those freezing ranges. Of course, when the cloud cover comes in, it usually gives us a little bit of a warming trend. Friday being a little colder there, 26 degrees being your high. Into next week now. Week lows averaging in the low teens. We're dropping off a bit, especially towards the end of the week there. Precipitation, possibility of snow basically is happening from Saturday through Monday, and then as we head into the next week, temperatures drop, a little more sun. It's always so, it's deceiving, right? Because the sun comes out and maybe you'll get a little bit of that solar heat if you happen to be out in it, but the temperature drops terribly. Ooh, just bites right through your skin and stuff. I just totally hit the microphone, didn't I? I apologize. It probably sounded terrible to you. Hey, this has been fun. I've had a good time today. You had a good time? Kobe's had a good time. Kobe's the man behind the curtain over there, who someday we'll just, come here, Kobe, really quick. This is Kobe. We got to introduce, come on, there's Kobe. Look, there he is. He's a good man. He helps keep things running here. We've got to give him a shout out. Give us a like for Kobe. Those are the events we have for this week's community calendar. If you have an event coming up, let us know. 435-781-1902. Leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Like VTV6 on Facebook. We'll see you here next time. Oh, we won't be here next week. Oh, what are you going to do? You're not going to know what to do because we're not going to be here next week. And be like, oh, where are all the events? I don't know. I'll try to just post some stuff on Facebook for you. All right? Sweet. Take it easy.